What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can clear the 1.5 million damage or, any crazy amount of damage Rising Rush missions in, this event or future events, basically. And it's pretty easy, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, we're going to talk about what you need to figure out before you actually go to doing this. And the main thing is going and finding the event mission, seeing how much the highest amount of damage you need to do is for the event mission, and then seeing what you need to do to accomplish it. So obviously you're going to go over to the event missions, you're going to scroll all the way down until you find the mission that says the highest amount of damage you need to do with Rising Rush, and then you're going to go from there to the story and then to select event. So in this case we're going to Frieza the Universal Emperor, and we're going to go to the first mission, the lowest difficulty possible, which is Chapter 1, Emperor Frieza. So this is interesting. He's going to be a blue element, okay? So you're going to need to find a way to deal a lot of extra damage to him, and the main reason that you're going to need to go and change around the team is because you need to do a ridiculous amount of damage above that of like any normal team. So you're going to have to sort of structure a team around whatever you need to do the most damage. So in this case, you're going to be making a green element based team. So let's go back to the drawing board. Now, right now, we're going to go over to this party here, and the first thing you want to do, I guess you're gonna figure out your base, rising rushing character, okay? So in this case, we're gonna use Piccolo, because I think that he's pretty much easily my best green character. We're also gonna use Zarbon, because if you go to his Z ability, okay, it's gonna give blast attack, which is fantastic. You want to do as much extra damage as possible. Do not worry about defenses or anything like that. You're already way over leveled, so you don't need to worry about that whatsoever. Now, you're going to see his main ability is Narcissist, so it's going to cause the enemy to receive 30% more blast damage for 15 timer counts. That is not negligible. That's going to be very significant because it stacks. First off, Z abilities do stack, and obviously main abilities are also going to stack, and that's going to just give you a ridiculous buff to your damage. Now, that's, the main reason we're using Zarbon is just to use his main ability. There's no other purpose to use him. Other than, his Z ability, and obviously his main ability is also going to be the main thing that we use. So the other thing you need to think about is what you're going to be dealing damage with to actually get the cards that you're going to Rising Rush with. Because otherwise, you're going to take Piccolo in there, you're going to deal damage with like 2 strike cards or like a blast card or something. You're just going to straight up murk the opponent. So there's no way that they're going to be able to survive against, a level 1000. So what you're going to do is you're going to find a character that can not only sort of hold its own and, I guess, tank hits, but also not deal too much damage. So it's not going to be a super effective element, necessarily, that you're going to be working with, unless it's, a lesser level, as far as that's concerned. So what I did to actually accomplish the 1.5 million damage for this one is I took Extreme Goku. And if you go to this, you're going to see his main ability is great. It's going to cause the enemy to receive 35% more strike damage for 20 timer counts, okay? That's pretty awesome. Already, that's something that's going to be great to use before you send in Piccolo if, Extreme Goku doesn't manage to die. So that's awesome. Already, you're going to be going to the Z ability. That's not going to be very relevant here at all. The main thing is that he's a level 300. He has a main ability we can use, and he's not going to kill Frieza before we get the Rising Rush. So that's important. We're going to put him on the team. Those are the main 3 we are going to be using. Now, there is other things to talk about, though. So, just sort of going down here, we need to check out all of the green element characters that we have. So this is going to boost our green-based strike attack. That's good. We are going to put him on the team. He's not going to be used. Yamcha is not going to be used at all. We just want to boost strike attack. That is literally it, okay? Then we're going to go check out Gohan and see he's got Hybrid Saiyan, so we don't want him, okay? Even though he's green, he's not going to do anything for us, so we don't want him. Go over to Jacko here. We've got Green Blast Attack during battle, 15%. That's not bad. We'll put him on the team. Then we've got Yamcha. I believe I used Yamcha. Yeah, Green Base Blast Attack during battle, 20%. Really solid. We're going to put him on the team. So we're getting a lot of buffs onto just Piccolo here, and it's just his attacks, okay? That's going to make him much, much more powerful than he already was. And, as you guys can see, he's already pretty fantastic. He does a lot of damage. So those Z abilities are really solid. and definitely going to be, you know, instrumental in you being able to do this. So going and looking at this, you're going to be like, okay, well, this is good, right? Wrong. It's not good. You have to go and change the equipment. You have to put the equipment on Piccolo because he's going to be dealing all the damage with the Rising Rush. Every percent point counts, guys. So even going and checking for the strike attack here, this is 8.2. We're going to take that because it's 1% more. You got blast attack here and special move damage. So that's going to be, this is going to be the better option, obviously. So let's go ahead and just do that. And then I'm not entirely sure if this is the case or not. So let me know down in the comment section below. But I believe that if your character is alive, it contributes to the damage that the Rising Rush is going to do. And that means that, you know, even though Piccolo is the one initiating the Rising Rush, it's still going to do more damage if you have more damage on, you know, Zarbon, for example. So, you know, you go down here, you see this, we're going to use that, and we're also just going to use this equipment. So those are the two main ones we need to figure out. You know, make sure that they're totally perfect as they can be, do as much damage as possible. Now, I think we're done. We're going to head right into the event. So again, you're going to the first one all the way at the bottom. We made the team for it. It's totally ready to go, and we're going to start out the match. Now, it is important that you do this in the right way. You want to bring the characters that you're going to be using for the Rising Rush, the characters you're going to be using to debuff the opponent, and you're going to be bringing your damage dealer that's going to hopefully be getting you all of the Dragon Balls without killing the opponent. So this is what our lineup looks like. Again, not using any of the green cards we're using for just the Z abilities, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into the match. And you have to do this right as well. Make sure you save your special cards unless they're a Dragon Ball. Even if they are, you can actually take advantage of that too. But we're just going to go ahead and do this. As you guys can see, we're not doing more than like 10,000 damage for a full blast there. And now we're just going to try to get as much ki as we can. We're not worrying about stringing together combos. We're worrying about getting the Dragon Balls as quickly as we possibly can. Now, he's stringing together a combo. This is not good. This is not good. We're definitely taking way too much damage. We need to dodge the next one, and you know, otherwise we're just gonna lose. That's pretty much it, okay? So we got this right here. That's gonna go neutral. This is good. Wait for the next one, and now we need to wait for a dodge because obviously he's gonna go in against us, and we're gonna, yeah, we lost Goku there, okay? So that's not what you want to happen ideally. Now we're going to use our main ability with Zarbon. We're not attacking or anything, okay? We're not worrying about it whatsoever. We're gonna bring in Piccolo now. And then, seeing that we have access to no special cards or anything like that, we are going to go in for the Rising Rush. That's going to do a ton of damage, guys, with all the buffs, with the debuff Zarbon provided and everything like that. Successful Rising Rush going off. Zarbon and Piccolo are going to do a ton of damage. It's going to be 1.72 million damage, getting us the achievements if we didn't already have them. So that is basically what you guys need to be doing if you want to go ahead and get all of the achievements, okay? I saw some people that were complaining about not being able to actually beat this particular event, and or this particular mission rather, because they couldn't figure out how to deal that much damage. You know, if you take your full PvP team in there, you're not going to be able to deal enough damage. It's going to get you probably like maybe 700 to 1.1 million, like 700,000 to 1.1 million, something like that, okay? But you're not going to be getting all the way there, and that's going to be really unfortunate. You're going to be a little bit frustrated, but go back to the drawing board, figure out what you need to do as far as just, I guess, general type effectiveness is concerned. That's really what it's trying to do here, is you're trying to get a team together that's going to buff your main Rising Rush damage dealer as much as physically possible, and then just throw them at the opponent after you've already gotten your Rising Rush, you know? So that's really as far as you need to go for it. I don't think that there's any other strategy necessary at this point in time. Now, for future events, we might need to talk a little bit about that, but for the time being, we're totally fine. Just going ahead, making a team that's based on type effectiveness, and then just absolutely just, you know, grand slamming that Frieza out of the park with a massively boosted, massively buffed Rising Rush. That's going to be it for this one, though, guys. Actually, we've got our YOLO summons for the day, and then that's going to be it for it. That's it for the main content of the video. But let's do these YOLO summons, see if we get something decent out of them. First off, we are going no pod, no Super Saiyan. I'm not a big fan of these guys. I don't think I've had any turn crazy good for me in the past when they're this bad. That's going to be Silver Text and everything, guys. This is really not looking good for us, and he's getting overwhelmed. And Vegeta's not going to save us. That's basically just a dead Goku there. And we've got We've got Hero Vegeta coming to save the day. A little bit too little too late there, unfortunately. Let's hop into the Ultra Space Time Summon number 2. And can we get something decent, my man? Again, no pause. Not a fan of that. No Super Saiyan. Not a fan of that. Come on. Give me something decent, game. I've gotten nothing good from this banner. It's just been bad over and over and over again. Oh, boy. All right. And we're getting overwhelmed. Vegeta is not going to save us there. That's going to be just a straight-up death right there. And we've got Hero Android 19. Not the Android 19 we're looking for, of course. We want the extreme one, but you know what? I guess we will take it. Otherwise, though, that's going to be actually it for this one, guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. As always, if you have any ideas for future videos, drop them down in the comment section below. And until the next one, peace.